I can't clap. Hello DIY friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danie and today we are back into the thrift flip game, one of my favorite activities. But we are going to create a beautiful freestanding curio cabinet. I am so excited. I have had my eye on a curio cabinet from Anthropologie. It's this one. This is from the Amber Lewis collection. I mean, I'm just sucker for black cabinets. It also comes in wood, but I like the black one. So I really just want to create something like it. So I've just been keeping my eye on passing Facebook market items in hopes that like I could find a similar looking cabinet, but like nothing really tickled my fancy, you know? So much like my office apothecary cabinet flip, I thought, what if I could find something that I could add to, mold into what I want it to look like? Well, DIY friends, prepare to step into my thrift flip laboratory because we are going Frankenstein on a piece of furniture today. Editor, roll the tape. Boop. My DIY friends, I give to you the Thrifted Cabinet. This curio cabinet was thrifted for $30. Normally things like this that I see on Facebook Marketplace go for $70 to $80. And normally that's because it's made out of real wood. There's nothing fake about this piece, so I was pretty lucky for getting that price, but it has two doors, some like traditional detailing on it around the edges. Based on what I'm seeing, this is a great piece to flip into what I'm hoping to do. I'm gonna remove these like kind of ornate detailing in the window. I'm hoping to remove this piece out and actually have the glass run all the way to the bottom just to elongate the cabinet, add some feet, and then bam! We have a new curio cabinet. So what this means is that we need to start removing elements from the cabinet. That means it's surgery time. Let's do it. Camera high five. So I was about to start rolling, and then I look up on my monitor and I see this. Like, I'm pretty sure I might be just molding myself into the Joker.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
Let me show you what I did now that we are back to normal. I removed the top, so we'd have no lid. That way I can cut a new one. The other thing is I cut the lip off the bottom, so there was an overhang. So I ended up cutting off both sides here and on the front. And then on top of that, we also cut out the frames on the inside. This was the part I was the most afraid of. I think it all worked out though. It does need a little bit cleaning up, but I mean, overall, I think we did some good. I am going to measure off my cabinet, make sure I figure out how big I want my box to be, and then I'm gonna call it for the day. And then tomorrow morning we can start building the box and the doors, and then we're gonna attach the box. Well, I gotta get the glass too, so we have a lot to do, but we're gonna get there. I just know it, so I'll see you tomorrow, friends. DIY friends, welcome back to the DIY Laboratory Experiment Day 2. Very excited for today because we are going to be building the lower half of the curio cabinet. Right here, I've worked out my measurements, my plan. It's on a piece of paper, which means it's about 60% foolproof.
I like those odds.
I decided I was going to build this by doweling the whole thing. And I don't know if you remember, but last time I tried to dowel something, I kind of went the DIY route. I kind of built my own little mini jig and I was kind of trying to figure it out myself and line up all the pieces. However, since then, I went and bought myself a handy dandy doweling kit. So we're gonna figure out how to use this, and then we're gonna use it, and we're gonna make a professional piece of furniture. I mean, look on the back of this. Is that not a professional piece of furniture right there? So that's what this kit is gonna do for us. hopefully. And behind me, I also have 2 sheets of plywood here. So what I'm trying to say in long-winded terms is, in our laboratory cauldron here, we got wood, we got a doweling kit, we got a 60% foolproof plan, and we got willpower. So put that all together, mix it up, and what do you got? A DIY in progress. So let's go. Excellent. Holy crap, I did it! We read instructions, sort of. That feels good. We have a bloody box. I did have one unfortunate catch-up. I did have one unfortunate thing happen. I wasn't paying attention to which side was the inside when I was lining up the dowels, and then I realized that it was backwards when I went to go line it up, so I ended up having to drill all the way through so that the dowel just comes through. But I figured it didn't really matter because that can be facing downward, so you're never even gonna see it, but I am gonna fill it in. So all things said and done, not so bad. I added 2 little stoppers on the inside and just a little support in the back. Now I have to add my hinges. I was actually thinking of using like more proper cabinet hardware. However, the original cabinet that I'm working off of uses hinges, and I kind of wanted to keep the look from the top to the bottom the same. But what that means is that I actually need to remove a little piece from the door to account for the hinge that needs to sit there. So what I did was I drew the width of my hinge, and now I'm just going to use my jigsaw to cut into it, and then I'll chisel everything away very easily. So it should be an easy process. Either way, we gotta do it, so let's add some hinges. It all hinges on this moment. Not really, but sort of. Okay, I have a box. It is here. It has doors. They open. Is this perfect? No. You can definitely tell an amateur was here. I am not an expert cabinet maker. Today was the first time I used a doweling jig to create this box. I think it's pretty rad, and I think it's good, and I got doors. Doors are hard. Although small, she be mighty, and I will take the mighty win. Right now, what I want to do is I'm going to clean this all up by sanding it down. I'm going to start edge banding some of the corners. I'm going to edge band the bottom, and then other than that, we can call it a day. Slap the table. This is going to be a good project. I can feel it. Good morning, everyone. Got the old cup of joe here. There's nothing worse than a bad cup of coffee. I feel like if I drink a bad cup of coffee in the morning, I am like the man who drinks the cup of life in the third Indiana Jones, where all of a sudden he just like starts like melting away, like.
He chose poorly.
So I'm excited for today because today we really get to see the cabinet come together. As you can see, there's a top on it, the brand new top. It's not secured. So we're gonna dowel the top in and secure that into place, which is very exciting. With that said, we're just gonna follow the plan step by step. Do I wish I had a plan? Yes. Am I winging this? Sort of. that the top is on, let's lift this up, get it on top of there so we can see what this is gonna look like. First thing that I've noticed that's kind of annoying is that my box seems to be like 1/8 of an inch too small. However, I think this is gonna be okay, and I'll tell you why. I actually have this corner trim, and what it's going to be doing is sitting on the inside, so we might be okay. But yeah, I like it. It's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna secure this to the base from under here. Holy doodle, it's gonna be a big piece. Let's keep moving. I can't clap. I think it's all looking pretty good. We got the bottom half on. I think I want to cut another top that sits on top of this, because I was looking at my inspo photo. Something that I liked about it was that it had this piece here, but then it had another piece that's a little bit longer sitting off of it. I'll do that last because that's something I can do at the end of this day. What I need to do is, I have legs. It's 15 inches long, which is obviously too much. I want to cut this in half, which means that I gotta put this on its side, add the hardware that'll sit on top, which I'll show you. I got a corner bracket because I really wanted this to be heavy duty. I felt like this was going to be heavy. Also need to edge band. I can take a 2-inch tape and edge band right over top both of these pieces to make it feel like one sequential piece. Then the last thing I want to add are these corner brackets. So these corner brackets are actually going to go on the corner of this cabinet like such. I think it's going to make a nice detail. There's a lot of work to do. Cue the montage. Oh wait, is that dusty? Are you clean now? What a day it's been. There is a happy ending to this day, and that is because this cabinet is looking superb. The details on the side look great. Adding that top piece, this really also helped kind of like bring it together. There were some areas where you saw me put the edge banding on where I probably didn't need to put edge banding, because I wasn't gonna put like a piece of trim on the front area, but then after I saw the trim on the side and just how like put together it made it, I really wanted that front piece to line up with that trim. Now I need to focus on the doors tomorrow, and then we basically just start painting everything and then adding the final hardware, and then we got a new cabinet. And I'm excited. Although I feel like there were a lot of flaws in this, I'm super proud of myself. I think creativity won today. Learning to be kind to yourself is my lesson today, and I hope I pass that on to you. Give yourself permission to be flawed. I guess is what I'm trying to say, because nobody's perfect.
I have done nothing wrong ever in my life.
So with that said, I am going to clean up this space, because wow. And then we can start doing the finishing touches tomorrow. So with that said, I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning, friends. Very excited for today, because today is the official ending to the makeover. I wanted to get in the right frame of mind, so last night I ended up prepping the frames. Spending majority of my night with a Dremel and really taking the Dremel to the edges just to see if I could remove some of that beveled edge, which is very exciting because now all we need to do is just really sand up the frames. We need to sand the cabinet, and then we're going to be ready to start painting, which is really where the transformation is going to happen. Wait, I want to drink my coffee first. The sips first. Ah, yes. Can I help you? What do you want? You want to sit? Sit down. Papa? Oh, good boy. Yeah, high five. Nice. Okay, I feel flustered. I've been hiding this all day, but I've been eating Sour Patch Kids as I was DIYing all day. So I started this at 10 and it is now 4:45. So it was a long day. I'm gonna show you the hardware that's gonna go on the cabinets. Are you ready? Let me go get it. The two drawers on the bottom are going to get this beautiful piece of hardware. Look at that. Ain't she a beauty? And the upper half is going to get this little guy. It's like fun, it's a little bit more creative. And I was going very plain on the bottom poles, so I just thought it would be more fun to like play on the top poles. So at this point, all I need to do is just wait for the silicone to dry, and then let's do the finishing touches and let's get to the beauties. It looks really dope. I know I had a vision, and I just think that this became more than my vision ever expected. I'm so proud of myself. I know I used the other cabinet as inspiration, and I probably should have just made this a can and make it for cheaper. But you know what? There is a few flaws about this cabinet that I still really want to update. I do need to add the trim on the inside of the window. I wanted to edge band the inside of the bottom doors because I don't know why I didn't do that, but the inside of the doors, you can still see the plywood. But other than that, I think this turned out amazing and I love the outcome. You guys should let me know, what did you think of this thrift flip? Was it awesome? Would you do something like this? Do you feel inspired to go out and get a thrifted item and flip it for yourself? Let me know in the comment section below. If you loved it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up because it really helps my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We do lots of really crazy thrift flips on this channel and you do not want to miss out. And of course, a big thank you to all of my patrons. You guys are amazing, my DIY family. If you are not a part of my Patreon, make sure you click the link in my description box. Go check it out. We do lots of DIY challenges, which is just a DIY place for DIY fanatics. And of course, my friends, as always, stay positive, stay creative, and keep on DIYing. Bye-bye.